Gori, an ancient city of Georgia, famous for its fortress and Stalin museum. Gori is located just 1 hour ride from Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. It is not a very big city. The population is just approximately 48,000 people. And all the people here are very friendly. If you ask a random person on the street to help, he will do it. Here people usually come to see uplistsikhe. I have already had a video about it. And to go to the Stalin's museum. I will show it a bit later. This city has its own charm, but there are like 5 or 6 hotels and 5 or 6 cafes for the whole city. The most beautiful part of the city itself, not counting uplistsikhe, is the old town. It is located near the famous Gori fortress. Still, if you decided to visit Gori and stay here for 1 or 2 or 3 days, I want to show you the city and tell more about its history. But first, subscribe to my channel to learn more about Georgia and other countries and corners of the world which I visit with my husband in our around the world travel. So, Gori has a rich history dating back to the early Bronze Age. It became a key urban center in the ancient kingdom of Iberia and later a strategic fortress town during the medieval period. Gori endured Mongol invasion in the early 13th century and was a battleground between Persian and Ottoman forces from the 16th to the 18th century. This is a beautiful boulevard leading to the Stalin's museum, and this is very tasty pastry, as everywhere in Georgia food is very tasty here. So let's explore the Stalin museum, which consists of 3 parts. First is the little house where the great dictator was born. Actually, 100 years ago there was a whole street full of such houses, but now they're all ruined because of the boulevard which the Georgian people wanted to construct. So this house is the only one remaining and you cannot enter it. Third part is the railway carriage which Iosif Stalin used to travel around the USSR, and the second part is a very big house full of his photos, stories and things. The guided tour is free, so take it. And this is the famous railway carriage. Because Stalin was afraid of flying, he used it to travel. And we are going on to explore Gori city. As you see, it's one of the 6 or 7 cafes, where again we find a lot of pastry. And around the old city we are reaching the Gori fortress. By the way, give this video a like if you like traveling and want to explore more about our world, about our planet. I will be very glad to see your like, and it will encourage me to make new videos. In Georgia, there are a lot of dogs on the streets. Be aware of it. But usually actually they are quite friendly. So getting back to Georgia and Gori history, it was annexed by the Russian Empire in the early 19th century, and Gori developed as a regional administrative center. It is notably the birthplace of Iosif Stalin, as we know, with a museum dedicated to his legacy. And during the Soviet era, Gori experienced industrialization but also political repression. And the Gori fortress is a medieval citadel located in the heart of the city. The fortress dates back to the 13th century and offers panoramic views of Gori and the surrounding countryside. Visitors can explore the fortress walls, towers, and archaeological remains, which is absolutely free, but you should climb a bit. Also, the wind is quite hard here. You know, when I was a child, I read a book by Lydia Charska, and it is called Kняжна Джаваха. It is about a 12 years old girl which actually lived in Gori. And now I am rereading this book because I remembered it. I remembered that she lived in Georgia, but now I know that she lived in Gori, this fictional character. And the book is so sensitive and so heartful. And now I am looking around this scenery, these views, and I am thinking that yes, that's the Gori which Nina Javaha loved with all her heart. So, you know, by reading a good story, you sometimes get something personal about a place. And I like it very much, because now it's not just Gori which is near uplistsikhe for me, it is also a Gori where one of my favorite characters lived. It's wonderful. And the scenery is wonderful itself, of course. So give this video a like if it was useful for you and you learned something new about Gori in Georgia, and follow my channel to see more about our travels. I will be very glad to see you again in my next videos. See you, bye bye.